Keleketi na vanhu kuvatanganedza kaimwe episode ya Queen Tsangamandesa ene yodara pfunzo ndi episode ya Go Down Medical Podcast une vavotodzorana rine rachikobrika the silence rikogudisa vanhu rikofunza rushaka apo ndanga mushonga katina malwadzi anakurora uri rishumisani mushonga rinwisani mushonga and this zvine vone vangazviwana ngamusi vachikushumisa mushonga wacho ndanga dzina ndifi Jasi Ruzani atoba mthanga msekena munofa mutambatuwa walwendelethila pasi ndobva nepachauri chabwana achakosa mufuma katsi ndandikovatanganedza ndikadhira ndoba murwa mpepetenga mfodza matodzi asina mbathu asina kana sangamis and varisa kuchembera ndotenda vanhu kuchembera nayo kadzi the most beautiful lady in this podcast. Hey, see.
Period.
Oshapo.
Right.
Atonga mtu anenda msi otovua singona go down zobdi. Kandi muvurere mchonga.
Okay. Yeah. Bando.
Atinote sakamisi vazvidiva ndivandi kuwana tsivudzo rushakane pano vari kudonifunza uri uhone ane havana ndivo nchingamandesa musiri chikwamba anga mushonga rachikwamba anga vuchironga uri homunai utova muponga ene munda ndambori homunai ndituba yandatisa kamalwadzi ava kutogidhima masecurity ochikojana masoro pedzi miviri yavo musi asvika andikwamba ngavone vodhokotera Dr. Bubudza.
Greetings.
Kusha Bubzi.
Let's go. Another episode, your podcast, your Go Down.
Yeah, richikopesa mwedzi wabufa arikurodojera zvavudi kava zvombulore rina rikadhibana chipenchere chashu chikudza chisaranga maduva ane asvika maviri uya kamararo zvino vone vaita zvone kezvi vone vakona urenga chipenchere chashu chago down happy chachitachira vari kwambori go down mbiri vakudziwana vawana na option yori varenge zvika rikodziwana dzi underground mbiri dzine vakudziwana nga 300 randa rikuwana go down na underground zvile vakuzviwana nga 250 vaya varenga futi na mimwe ya mishonga yote zvino ridovasiyera zvidombedzwa zvine rikwamba nga account ine vakabhadhera kayo kapa fe mafungu madhipakea vone vabhadhera nepa kaino account number ine papasi vaja mushonga wavo nga chipinga chinovona vabafree auna upfi ndorenga special mwedzi wopera vadovana choropera vatangange vone kavabhadhere zvino as long as vakubhadhera vukati hadzi 28 nadzi 30 vakona vecherwa special chavo chevone vachibhadhera kaino ne account vada vajanga chipinga chinova vabafree auchinopfi ndi Cape Town guy vazidova riwana ka www.godownherbs.co.za ndivengera lasho lamuyani la umwe na umwe vone vonodzura ndoti vakona order mushonga wavo vachikubika vada vasvika kavona mushonga sina ndizvizvo zvimwe zvorangambanga special risatopedza
ndezvauri special chidopera kadzi 1 uchikuitirwa upfi navana vane child dzavo dzichiranga 31 kana nga 30 usiku vakona kavare some people their payment delayed to clear so the special will end on the 1st midnight.
So, narine rinohora nga 32 ikopi go down herbs. What are we talking about today?
Today we have a nice full fiery topic. We're going to be talking about STIs.
Oh my God. As long as there's an S.
So we're breaking down STI and also how
it's piggybacking off of our last topic of low sex drive.
Okay.
So now we're going to be piggybacking into STIs.
So bada zumbura na mwana fonda uri udzekani ndithu zvine zvakuitika ngamanda ringwambo ringasidzumba amesa shango udzekani ndithu zvine zvaitwa dhuva nadhuva na zvinorudzura sori kwamba huna vatu vane vabhizi ende vasingotsireledza huna mumwe unokurwara huna mumwe asarwara sori vari kudhiva uri musiri chikwamba nga STI ari kwamba ngamini noni iwona rani ngauri huna vatu vane vashona noshona utoda thuso ngauri huna zvinokavazva kamusi dhokotera rimbodzithoma nga musi yotoma ritume rigudise rushaka richikwamba nga STI vari kwamba ngamini.
I think STI ndi vulwadze vune vawanala kana vune hava uchivokona uva naphirela nga kha nḓila ya vhudzekani. That's why vachifa uchividzwa upfi sexual
transmitted infection.
Don't rush it. It's not yet SD. So it's an I. But as for me, I went it's almost famous by STD. Because now by that time it's a disease. But we'll get to that. But I like it because it's a sexual transmitted infection.
Yes.
And there's no one to the infection. Because it cannot be just sexual without it being an infection. And now, if it's cause a contradiction, na unnecessary argument, Mukati has couples. Because now, if we are not having sex and then you have infection, Roxanne, the question will come, where are you getting it?
Hey.
So now let's start it nicely to educate the people. Or they should not also blame each other, because people don't really make sex with the same people all the time. That is a fact. People make sex with different people sometimes.
Right.
Now, some people don't even make sex. Sometimes. I cannot say at all, but sometimes. So it should start as an infection, Roxanne. So infection, which we are going to be passing it through each other through sex.
Yes.
So that's how I can answer your question to say, what is an STI?
And STIs they're actually much more common than you think. And it's a very, very, very big problem, especially within the youth, because a lot of the youth is having a lot of sex and they are not condomizing,
unprotected.
And they have concubines.
Yeah, I think this topic is getting worse now. You're telling us this youth has a lot of what?
Concubines and side chicks and aquapeni and roll on.
And male besties for you. But let's look. Una fungo line dokotela batho ba zwi amba uri STI it's not all about or it comes to vhulwadze vhune arali nne ndi partner ya sine orally na ri sine una khonedza uri a vhulwale hovhula vhulwadze ri sa khou heva ane a sa khou heva ngauri u pfa vhafumakadzi vha zwi wana kha musi na dzi toilet na mini zwi kwela na zwezwo.
Yeah, we can really agree there and to say Snake. That's why I said let's start it nicely so that people will not blame each other at the end of the day. It started as infection, and to be honest with you, it found on the organ, penis or vagina. But in a natural sense, we find it developing a lot in a vagina simply. I am not saying that penis don't develop infection, but I am saying that vagina, because of the way it has been created. I don't like the word design, because design is for human, but God create things. Okay? It's only God that create things, but human being does design things at some point, and they look cool sometimes. But hey, human are created by God. So that organ, the way it has been created by God, it's carried the structure of it, Rosani. It allows the development of so much infection in it, and like the heat on the vagina on its own. And you could literally tell the vagina is always a bit wet. It's natural like that because it was designed to friction some like a penis when it goes in and out and all that for sexual purposes. But we not only that.
It's not just that. Yes. It's also the fact that it cleans itself.
Like
so
that.
When it cleans itself, it excretes the what's it called? It's charged.
I mean, a lady who doesn't know it.
Guys, I just forgot the word.
I was giving this question, but let me reserve it for the other day. Let me reserve this question for the other day because it's gonna be a difficult one. No problem. Yori mostly are about kutumamba nga STI. Kusezeso watu wabanna, uri ndiwani watu wabanna bane ba disa STI kana ndibone bane balwa disa STI. Kamsinga uri so tabenza bona ngore rine watu wabanna rato ya rara ya tefa bad. Ziyakona dzona mtu mfumakazi abe ononoko disa STI.
You know, we can't say that someone is bringing it because it's not like intentionally you can go and just get it and bring it home, like stuff like that. Yes, through the actions of cheating and exchanging more partners, we cannot only say cheating because even if you have 3 wives that are knowing each other, the STI can still be found within the 3 of you because now you are taking absorption from this wife. And then you go to another one, unprotected, and you go to another one. That gives it an opportunity to develop. But I'm still going back to a point, Yauri. It does not come only because mutu ukobana sex is kanana. You can have it without having a sex. You can have it by having one partner.
Okay, so basically then it develops from...
nature.
Just...
Infection, it's natural. And then now we're going to give it name because Rosalie got it out of making sex. So now we say sex, STI, right? But that person was having infection.
So it was just an I, and then I give it to my partner and it becomes an STI.
So you see, you cannot have, Rosalie cannot have that STI if there was no sexual intercourse. So there must be a sexual activities that is going to cause Rosalie to absorb that. I like to say that a man is an absorber and a woman is a releaser. That is why she needs to release something before she can accept you entering. But when you go in, the penis will change like a fish mouth. So it's absorbing everything that she is giving to you. Maybe that's why at the end of the day, Rosalie Ochinya Mutu. Instead of because they were both doing that and they were enjoying.
I also need us to emphasize when we say making love, we're not talking about protected sex. Rikwamba ngabuzekana kuna abungotsireledza musiri kwamba ngori STI wana songa uri mundu zvinori chikwamba ngabuzekana uri mini hukuita mini utoba kusikumndo ikani ndi wana STI ndo detsiredzana rikwamba ngabuzekana kuna abungotsireledza bune aite songa rine vaswa no maduva rine vaswa bato vaswa nyana balwa ri busy ka.
Just to touch on the condom, Rosalie, if you have STI and then you wear a condom after, you are not protecting yourself. You are only protecting the other party that maybe it's a new person to you. But if it's my old girlfriend, then there's nothing I'm doing there if I'm wearing a condom. Let me break this down for you people to understand. Once the virus is inside your organ, when your organ switch on, by on I mean erection, which means now the cells are active to the duties. They are moving with the virus. So whether you wear a condom, it means that the virus is moving inside your organ with your cells. So it's spreading more. So it's no longer about you wearing a condom, but it's about what is inside you. And when you are erecting, then everything wakes up and start moving again. So this, I've experienced it many times with customers saying that I did not heal. When I ask, were you making sex? They agree and say, I use a condom. So wearing a protection after you have STI, it is not a solution to the STI that you have.
Tukotera kradamba rijene ka malwadze ane adivale yanga banda ne rawana through zekani ane awora ada STI.
Like symptoms?
It means like gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes, chlamydia.
Yeah, I think, okay, now this is going to sound nice because it's a chain. Now it's developing like steps, right? So it's going to be an infection that people are going to infect each other through sex, and then we call it STI. After that, when it shows symptoms, they will call it with names now. It's a disease. Now, there are people who are good with those words that can give you a specific name. Like when you have STI, you see your pimple will start having 3 pimples on top of its head there. When you squeeze those pimples, they come water. After water, they will come blood. And then in a few days, that pimple will die, but it's going to come back again. Some of them is when you are making love with your partner or the woman that you're living with or whoever that you agree to make sex with. You'll find that in the morning when you wake up, your penis is bent on the skin. The whole skin is becoming like it's removing the skin of the penis. It's bent by that liquid that is coming there. That proves that the woman that you're sleeping with, it's having infection and it's burning down there. I will come and talk about the female part.
Wow.
Maybe the question should, how can a female see that she has an STI? At some point, Rosalie, her vagina will start inching a lot. She will start developing discharges. And those discharges are not normal and they don't look good. They change colors, they smell a lot, and they're always linking. That will be one of the symptoms of STI. And then these things can happen if the woman is not seeing her period properly. At some point, some of them it's happening, STI is happening while women are preventing for a child. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That's very deep. But one day we're going to talk about the prevention. But when you're preventing, you put things inside your body that will make sure that they are not allowing your womb to be fertile, to have a child. But that is distracting the cleaning system of a womanship every month. So they start not going to the period properly. If they were supposed to go 90% or 100%, you find that the womb is cleaning itself 90 or 80 something percent. Then it starts piling things there. Now they started to develop and becoming an infection or a problem, which will start linking every time. That's why women will start wearing panty liners. Now, going back to Rodzani's point, we have got things that is like STD now, as I talk, and then it goes again and say it's like gonorrhea. Rodzani, when you have a gonorrhea, it's like now the STI has now managed, especially for male people, it has managed to start causing pain in your waist. It will even affect your kidneys.
Wow.
Your bladder. You will start urinating a yellow urine that is smelling. And there is something that is going to happen. When you have STI, most of the people think that STI is only linking discharges, especially male people. They think that STI is just linking a discharge. And then now when that discharge is quiet or it stopped coming, they think they healed. But the STI is still spreading inside you, because the only time when you start linking, it's when the pamples that are on your urinating pipe, they have grown to mature to burst. Then they will start linking on their own.
Damn.
Okay. Find STI like this. It's like a burning infection that goes and bends the tissue of the urinating pipe inside, and it creates small pamples. Very nice. And now when those pamples mature, they will be bursting and they will be linking out. That's why you see your underwear will start attached to your penis, attached to the underwear.
Your penis gets attached to your arm.
What? Never happened to me. Come on. I drink go down air, man.
What about?
This life. It never happened to me. Why you ask me that question?
Okay, now that we've gone through that horror, can we talk about the solutions? How do you get rid of it?
Before we go to the solution, we need to touch the last part of these symptoms, like the names of them. There goes to a part where, you know that word that I like, the hemp.
What's that?
Hampers.
Oh, herpes.
Yeah.
Oh, herpes. Yeah, let's talk more about them, because they're causing some scene and topics. So we even shared about it the last time giving head on.
When the STI on the female person has becoming long, staying inside her, things like that will develop. You will start seeing the developments around your private part. It will start showing. The same thing that is happening on the guy when he has a pimple on top of his head. It's the same thing when the STI, it's now. Do you believe, Rodzani, there are people who can have 10 years of struggling to treat the STI or more? Wow. So imagine a virus living inside you for 10 years. So that's the part where you find the waist starting to be painful, and you started to see your urine. When you urinate, you feel pain in your urinating pipe. And after snare, you can touch there. When you touch your penis there, you could literally touch where it's painful to say, Mara, this thing is here. On the head or after the head. And then another thing that you can see that you've got STI, your urine will start coming out like a chatter. So you're no longer urinating one pipe. It's a sprinkling. It's one of the symptoms that you will see. And STI will result as full loss sex drive. And by that time, when it's now resulted to loss sex drive, it means that it has destroyed a lot of cells that are working to erect the penis. And that is when you even go for sexual Viagra's. They won't help at all, because the cells now are damaged by the virus. And another thing, last part, is that if the virus is not treated well, it also shrinks the penis. This one is big. It's like this is trending now. It's big. And if people are not aware and realizing that the issue there, because Rodzani, I cannot be 38 or 40 years and start worried about my penis size on my 40 years. The penis that has made kids and the penis that has made a wife to stay with you, which means the penis was there. Something is happening in your body that is chowing the penis. So now people will focus on wanting to enlarge it, to make it look big, okay? And this about enlargement, I'm telling you, this enlargement thing is like prevention. It really needs the whole day to just break it down. But what I'm trying to say is that when the infection is staying in a human body for long, it shrinks the penis. Now this man has two problems. He has a problem of erection. He has a problem of the size of the penis, and he will never see his normal size because now the penis is refusing to erect to go back to its normal size. Now that's where I think making it big will be a solution. But it can look big, matter what is going to carry it to react, to transform, because penis need blood flow to react.
Kezo bafuni bataleli ba go down herbal medical podcast ndikwambori kava togomere ngamanda buzekana mune bungotsireledzea ngauri Kezo upi kuyabuyelana kwa bakushonja zvino kava togomere basi kuti ndo bakushonja lini basi ngone kuti abafumakadzi ava none avatodani na zvishonja kare karambo jena ka solutions thandululo dza hobuvulwadze.
We've heard enough of the horror.
But Ruzani, you need to understand that is why we brought the natural organic herbs. STI is a virus that don't need to be frozen inside a person, because once you froze it inside you, it is still there. It is not it's not out of you, it's inside you. So and this is the part where it starts making shrinking and all those things and making you. Do you know that STI can cause constipation?
So what's when not that?
Okay, ngachivenda ufibini nowa ya muthu zvinofana na musimutsvaina adhera na mutochi obviously uchiumbedza zvifi iko kuma nowa yawe yakuma. So once you sleep with a woman who is not really clean down there, you at diburi ngachikora ngatori mini mara nowa ya muthu idokuma fati kuchikolera the sound, and that thing will also result to loss of drive and all that. So that's why Go Down Herb came up with a solution. We want people to clean themselves, like we need to flush out the infection.
Okay.
We're trying to educate people to say that one thing that is making the penis to shrink is because the virus is fixed, it's frozen inside you. Then it gives us a chance to continuously happening to do the job behind the cells. And this is a smooth damage because you don't feel pain anymore. You won't even feel like you're sick anymore. And this is why you find a young man like Ruzani started to experience low sex drive. And he won't even know what is causing it.
Period.
The nice thing he think is waged.
Avele mbulori mtotolo wakombori mveledzora la shaka ndi mtukunga manda $2000 lawo obuti ko 2000 ndoni mdagaso kotsima namna chana mzana namuna uwachuwa mveledza mara achuwa mara
yani
Achuwa.
so muchuwa
yeah
ngaba ko later.
So the solution is to make sure that we first has to flush. When we are flushing with the cleanser, we are releasing that holdage, that blockage that is happening on the flesh, on the waist of that person, of the individual. And that is why you see even in the females, like when you are flushing, you will have, when you're going to toilet in and out and all that, you're drinking water, you're flushing out those discharges that are coming all the time with the smelling discharge. And STI on the female people can cause them to have pain when you are having sex. When you're making love and you know that when your man penetrates you, you feel pain there. It's simply the thing that I was saying there. It's Rodani, you must drink. Maybe the STI is on the way.
No, I got it from my producer. He's been drinking it since in the morning.
You got the STI from me.
No, I got the herb.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Yeah, prevention is better than cure. What if STI is on its way?
Yeah,
you must drink Rizal. So what I was saying is that we first flush. That is why this medication, I like it on STI because it's aggressive. It really pushes it out of you faster. Like it makes it easy for us to then follow up with an underground to then wounded the virus before it spread more. And snare, the solution, like you're saying, solution to STI is to treat it early.
okay.
The more and the longer it stays, the harder it becomes to treat STI. I'm not saying that it's not treatable, but it just needs commitment and people and patience. And people has know that when it comes to medication.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially when it's sex. A person will be coming here with a sex problem, but he still want to use that organ that is sick.
I wanted to say something when you said the harder it stays,
The longer
it stays,
the harder it
Harder it
becomes.
is to take it out.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the longer you drink Go Down Herb, the stronger it becomes. Let's drink it.
Yeah, so the solution to go down herb is that we normally don't just, we treat and we revive every cells and organs that the virus or the infection has damaged in your body. And that is why you need to be patient and you need to follow the instruction on the bottle. That is why I'm saying, Sneh, if a guy comes here and he has been having the infection for more than 5, 2, 3, 4 years, and it depends, Sneh, some of these infections are very aggressive.
Okay.
You can meet a girl tonight and tomorrow you wake up, your underwear is all wet. Some of them, they can take you a week. I like to give example of the electricity. Sometimes some people are just carrying 48 valves. And I don't know if Rosanne did electricity. Do we have another valve on top of it?
I did acting. I don't know anything about
No, I'm a media guy.
Maybe we should ask the producer to tell us. My point exactly is that the strengths of this infection could not be the same. They don't come in the same valves, and the bodies of the people that are being infected are not the same. So some people, me and Rosanne can sleep with the same girl, but I gonna wake up with a wet underwear, while Rosanne is fine.
So
His
the
system.
wet underwear means you are infected.
Yeah, the discharge has already started.
Okay.
Within for 24 hours, the discharge is started. You find pain when you're urinating, you're wasted. That can happen in less than 24 hours.
Wow.
But for some people who has strong immune, it goes in there, but it takes time, and you could literally feel, okay, this thing is coming. But you feel the inching there when you are peeing and all that.
Okay.
So the faster a human get or a customer get the herb to flush out the virus, the better. Because when it stays longer, that's when you'll also see that my penis is doing that shrinking thing. At the same time, the energy is gone.
That's scary, man. Like,
so
that's
what
scary.
do you recommend for someone who just comes in and says, my waist is hurting, it hurts when I pee, I have discharge? Like, what do you give them?
I normally give them a cleanser and an underground.
That's these two, by the way.
Yeah.
And how do you take these?
You start taking the running stomach.
Okay.
Because that's why I keep saying that the running stomach is like a foundation to the body. You can't build without digging a foundation. So now we need to flush out the virus first. Hey. Hey. And then you can, the next following day, you start drinking the underground. Okay. Guys, I want to be clear about this. Just because I sold you these two things, it does not mean I'm saying that I'm completely going to finish the virus. But people need to be patient with the process, because umuntu ufuna ubona lento inova cut it like that. Ungatusebenzisa a scissor to cut the.
Talking about that, how long does it take to work, man? Like, this question, like, how long does it take to work?
Rosanne, I don't think how long here it has a space. Like I'm saying, when you come here, some of them don't literally even tell us how long they have this virus. At the same time, like I said, now to say that it will depend on where you get the virus, how strong it is. And it's also determined by your system. How strong is your system? How weak is your system? The virus went in and it destroyed everything.
So even if Shaka and Rosanne were infected on the same day, yes, Shaka could drink this one bottle and be fine. And Rosanne needs 6.
6.
Okay.
But what I need my people to learn, Rosanne needs 6. What kind of virus do you have, Rosanne, there?
No, she gave me one.
So it's like that, Rosanne. You cannot have a time frame on an STI healing. And people should not feel happy because they did something on it and it was quiet in one day. If you don't literally see it, because like when it's linking, at some point, if you come with this virus and then it's when you drink the herb, it will start pushing it out. That's when you came here linking small. Mara, when you drink the herb, you link more, which is good.
Oh, okay.
Because, it shows that it's being pushed out of you. Okay. And you literally see it going with the graph and it get more and then it gets slow and slow and slow.
So it gets
and
worse
then
before it gets better.
Yes. So it simply means that you are becoming free. And that's why I'm saying that, guys, if you have STI, while you're treating, you need to stop having sex, because if you are doing that thing where I'm wearing a condom, the virus is moving inside the condom. So you are hating yourself more Yes, you are protecting the other person because you did not touch them physically.
Wow. So I've heard people talking about how they got like help from go down help. That has been like, yeah, no fedza emengwana swika mitano ndiko lwala STI soko fumula tshifhinga nyana the dovha ya vuwa.
Okay, Ruzani, I must tell you the secret with guys now. If a guy has STI for so long, you will even see his face getting black pimples spot.
Oh, the blackhead.
Yeah, he's gonna have.
Where now?
He's gonna have.
Marasne.
You're the one with the black pimples.
Why are you always on my case? You have something that you know.
You're the one with the...
You have something to
You
tell.
have not denied it since we started talking.
We can share with the listeners.
Maybe we should train him to be a testimony. Do you have one testimony you can give to us?
Guys, I haven't started having sex at this age. I've never seen myself encountering with sex. I'm just a normal guy living a normal life.
Yeah.
But Zanandema, Satanism.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like that, Ruzani. When this thing has been inside a human for long, you will see the pimples. Those pimples will come, and then when they go, Ruzani, I must tell you now, with myself, I'll give you an example. When I was in high school, I had that stage pimples. And most of your youth goes through that stage.
I was going through that.
Yeah, you had.
I
You
still
had,
have that.
But the good thing about those pimples, to show you that those are stage pimples, when you are done with them, when they're done with you, you won't see where the pimple was in your face. But the STI pimple, you will always see that it was sitting here. No matter how light you are, that pimple will stay. The mark of that pimple will stay in your face. Those are infection pimples. And infection will make as a woman, it will make your skin not to glow. Kupenyere po.
Opora.
I can't
Give me
relate.
five.
I can't relate.
Okay.
Give me five.
Although, Rosari, with
I
women,
glow, I
with
can't
women
relate.
it's not STI infection, the glow. It's just that because of the womb. Womb really contribute a lot in a woman's face. A womb, if it's having an issues, it will report to the face. Same as when they see their parents, they will have pimples. Same as when they are pregnant, they will have a problem. So these things with women, STI, it's natural, and women should not be blamed for having infection because she cannot control her penis, her vagina, sorry. Like snake cannot control anything about what is happening to her organ. Okay? And Uruzani like that, guys, I mean, I don't know why people are ashamed to open up about the STI because I cannot be as a guy just go with confidence and say, Mina, I'm going today. If you tolerate STI. It's not like they want it. And it's not like the female person wants to have it. And I know that guys like female people. But I don't think that you can just go around wanting all the female people with STI so that you can take STI from one person to the other.
Yeah.
But it's consequences of doing that at the end of the day.
Wow. Ari Dr. Mariambe, una zwithu zwine zwi ya challenge hapa. Ndi khou tshila na ndi shaka o vhika SNET. Muthu o vhala vhathu una ovula vhulwadze. Zwine zwa ita uri muthu a pfe a khou fa u ḓo wa bveledza ngaho ndi mini? Kana u ḓo amba uri
Stigma.
Okay.
It's the stigma around it.
I think what Sneh is right, saying is right. What makes people not to want to be open to talk about this is because everyone thinks it's coming out of having sex with many people.
Yes.
zwashoni samari
It's not.
Yeah, because you know,
It's not,
the
Rudana.
stigma.
murikani nane atituva na nḓivho nazwo azwishonisi nyana uri
It's not.
ndi na ḓorobo man.
Rosanne, do you want to tell me out of 100% how many people are not making sex? Rosanne, sex, STI can come to a pastor's wife and it doesn't mean she's jolling. STI can come to a pastor. STI can go to the president. So what Sina is saying here is that it doesn't matter your occupation, it doesn't matter the race, it doesn't matter what you are or what you have. We all going through these things because we are all doing sex.
Yeah, and I think the stigma is mostly because when someone has an STI, they don't think about the fact that their partner is cheating on them. They think of them as being the one who went to go get it. Right? So even if I am a virgin and I go have sex with someone for the very first time and I catch an STI, the stigma around it makes it look like I was going around trying to get an STI. And that's why people are so scared to talk about it.
So, okay.
So what we are saying, Rosanne, is that we really need to educate people to feel free to talk about STI, especially with their partner. And to while we are there about the partner issue, Rosanne, I'm suffering from people. My customers are coming in here and say, Doc, I have STI. And then when you ask him, where is the female person that you exchange this STI with? They don't want to be open about it. Okay. The thing is that male people think that STI is found on the second girl if you're married. No one accepts that STI can be with my wife. They think that this second girl and third girl is the one with an STI. But believe you me, Rosanne, there are girls that are second girls to men, but they are more pure than your wives. That one I'm telling you when it comes to
Can you share that message?
This is wrong, right? There are girls who are implemented to be FAQS and all chatting guys STI, but it's not true. Because this same guy, he has an audacity to sleep with a girl and go home and sleep with his wife. Now he's worried about the girl next door, but not worried about the wife that he came home and sleep with after he sleep with Pinky. Because if Pinky has an STI, your wife has an STI now. Now, the thing is that these people cannot even want to talk about it. And this is why, Rosanne, we are having an issue. It going back to the last episode. In marriage, there are people who are suffering with low sex drive now, but still they can't sit down and resolve the matter together. They use the STI to fight and divide each other and bring the issue. Rosanne, in a marriage, it will start with sex, then it goes to money. And then it goes to kids. And then it goes to your mother, Rosanne. Your mother don't love me. Mother, that thing, I am telling you, Rosanne, it started there. Because these people don't want to face the reality and solve the problem in the table. They have a problem in front of them. And Rosanne, remember, I normally tell people this, like, sound like it's harsh, but I'm a very fast, I'm a straightforward speaker. I don't like to jigga when I speak the truth. My mother does not know if my penis is not working. It's only my wife. Then how come my wife is failing to help me for something that she sees every night when we are two? Rosanne, my wife is the only person that I feel comfortable, naked, walking around the room. Then how do you fail and being afraid to talk about the STI of the something that we are doing together? So our point here, Sneh, is that people need to feel free to speak about STI. And when you treat STI, stop treating it alone. You'll find that someone will tell you that, she went to the clinic. Why are you coming to me? Follow your wife at the clinic. Oh, your wife follow you to me.
Yeah, because also if you treat it on your own and the other person is not treating it, they're just going to give it back to you.
I mean, if you really you don't want to go with your wife where she's going, it means you don't trust that. And if your wife don't want to go with you where we are, it means that also the wife don't trust where you're going. And these people will never find a solution to this problem.
Wow. Here, talking about that, can you please give our listeners advice when it comes to unprotected sex and also the STI?
Yeah, I think that it's true and it's a fact that I cannot stop people from doing unprotected sex.
Well, you could at least encourage
them.
Let me be encouraging in an honest way. Me, I don't like those encouragement that sound like it's misleadment. And on a high note, I mean, really people will do sex without no condom. That one, I don't think we're gonna stop it anytime soon. But what we can say to them is that, guys, when you are doing this sex without condoms, please make sure you've got things like herbs around. Okay? Okay, let's talk about this, Rosanne. You want me to advise people about having unprotected sex, ne? What happened to these guys that are sleeping with girls and then they say they are going to take a tablet that will make them not to be HIV? Are we only getting HIV through the sex?
No.
So you see where the problem starts. because they have a backup of drinking something that will prevent them not to be HIV. But what about the rest of the problem that comes with sex?
I think we just give an awareness about this serious diseases that even break up marriages and take people's life at some point. So I just want you to give us an awareness about it, because there's no way you're gonna tell them to stop making love.
I can tell people that let us try our level best to protect.
Yes.
But if it happens that you fail at that moment, please get yourself herbs. I might talk on the behalf of Go Down, but I'm not saying that the only herb that helps is Go Down. But I'm telling you that organic things, they work more strictly, and they don't just work on the problem. They also help you to revive a human system. They help you to revive what the infection or the virus has killed or burned in your. Because for me, the virus is like a fire. You know, when a fire is attacking a farm, it burns things badly. And that's how fast the virus do in the human body. It goes in there, and it burns the cells, it burns everything. It's like, you start having those things and sores. The infection, guys, treat it while it's early. Don't be ignorant. And if you sleep with her without a condom, you need to understand. And I want this youth, like especially Rodzani's age, they have this thing of having an STI from a friend that was with benefit. And after that, they will run to me and say, another Rob man. And then when you ask, you say, Ndaa. I mean, the advice is this. I mean, it's better to talk to that girl nicely. I'm not saying blame her. Because it was not her intention to give you that. Her intention was to give you her body and her feelings, and she respected you enough to give you herself. Now, we need, as guys, to say, call Portia, call Pinky, and explain to her that there is this kind of problem. If ever there's a chance, you can go and get help. Because if you leave her like that, not knowing, she's going to attack the producer. She attacks Rosani without knowing. The next thing, Rosani is leaving her, so the producer will go. So what happened to our producer? Who's going to produce us if the producer is attacked?
Hey, stop going after my stock. Yeah, guys, so about madikezi ba Go Down Medical Podcast. What do about to ambori? Kari to motsireza na hone bulwadze. Kari bulape bukade babunu witorori. Because basingwetori arale Pinky batch go for ndena bafa friends with benefit, male besties. Male besties. Male bestie. Kai wabudziwo pya no kaviwa. Ndi na STI ndi popera feds as chattive ezithu na yo ne la line na people to vayo dala chibonga ndi zila zwinga spampas zitoko zodala na zote zvino
and condomize, kids. Condomize.
Varmane awayagula legger no puteliwa. Stay away from sweets.
Yeah.
Stay away from sweets.
Exactly.
There are so many ways of killing a cat.
So do you have like a very remarkable story about someone you've helped with an STI?
Yeah, many. I've helped millions of people. It's one thing that keeps me going every day, when you hear someone coming back and say 12 years. I mean, imagine 12 years of your private part suffering. I'm trying to analyze life as a young man. What will I do 10 years without my private part functioning? I normally joke with my brothers around me to say, as a man, we work so hard, but I've never seen a man. For me, it's difficult. I've never seen a man that when he get paid, he sit down and spoil himself. Who would rather send you money to go and do that?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say, or where I'm going with this point is this, Roseanne, to say, as a man, that private part is the only thing that is left with my dignity. Now imagine your dignity being attacked for 10 years, not having a solution. And now when they come here and they say to me, Doc, I've been suffering and trying for more than these years. Thank you. That is a healing on its own to me. This word, thank you, it makes me want to just go anywhere and just collect anything I had to make sure that this medication, it stays the way it is and it helps more people.
Okay.
to be honest with me, it's what keeps my courage going. When people comes back to say thank you for healing an STI that was in me. Rosani, I want you to note this. I and the Go Down herbs do not heal many people that are coming to us for the first time. That can only be happening recently because we are making the herb fashionable. But before, when people were hiding to even sin with a herb in their hand, I only help the people that has been failing to get help for years.
Wow. That's big. That's deep. That's massive. Somebody wanna
guys. Yeah, it's literally running towards us.
So literally, I am saying that you need to be appreciative of the people who believed in the herb even before the herb was this fashionable. Now herb has million followers. Herb is believed everywhere. Yes, I know there are still few that still need education and understanding on how these things were supposed to be or were meant to be. Because herbs for us, it's a gift. And as African people, that's why. Do you believe that in England there is peso?
Yeah, they've got their own peso. They've got their own peso. The scientific one.
My point exactly is to say that African people need to start realizing resources that God has given them only as a gift. These trees, they are in Africa for a reason. They are not in America for a reason. So now it's very painful to find a youth being surprised by the herb that has been given to him by the Creator as a gift. We should be embracing this. We should be proud of these ideas. And now that we are talking on the minds of us talking about us, this was not supposed to be an issue where we visit on a certain date. Okay? This was supposed to be something that even our children, I'm trying my level best to say that after this generation of ours, Roseanne, what will happen to our kids if we are now letting this die before us? We are a generation that is responsible to make sure that the next coming little ones, they know that these are safe, these are healthy, these are good for people because they are natural. So now what I'm saying is that we need to make sure that many people understand this knowledge because the knowledge was there, but it was wiped out of our mind with fashionable. What's net and fashionable? But we are making the hair fashionable.
So you too can also thank Dr. Bubuza for healing your STI by coming to a shop near you. We have 8 shops, 8 Go Down shops where you can get these products that can help you if you have any STIs or what we were speaking about, low sex drive last week. So we have a shop in Musina, Njerere, Tembo, Pretoria, Polokwane. What am I leaving behind? Litrecht, Johannesburg, and we also have a online shop, www.godownherbs.co.za, and you can also contact us on WhatsApp. Take it away.
071
533
67 06 or 079 928 0149.
So you can come to a shop near you. You can order online if you don't have a shop near you and get it delivered to you. We deliver with Postnet, Budo Loca, or Courier Guy, so you can get it straight to your door, a Postnet near you or a Budo Loca near you.
Only 3 days left or whenever one special chavo cha Go Down herb vakatitendero uchirenga whenever so pedzala tshelede kha henoni account vashumisa dzina ḽavho sa reference vaya kha shop iṅwe na iṅwe ya Go Down herb bo fara vhuṱanzi uri nṋe ndo badela kha heyi account I re hafho ndi ndo renga special nga dzi 28 dzi sathu swika dzi 1 vaya shoponi vha swika vha collector sina ndavho vha collector ṅwakani ṅwedzi u ḓaho vhege ḓaho na tenda vhone vha vho badela vhukati ha maḓuvha o salaho ane avha mararu fhedzi uri vha kone u wana special tshavho vha swika vha collector mushonga wavho dokotela ri kho
Ruzane Satpendela. Nditor Kasne, she will confess. Sne, I want the female people to know that STI is not for men.
Yes.
And this herb is not for men.
It's not.
If you are a female person, normalize drinking this because this down there on the female version, it really does wonders.
So it works wonders, eh?
Ruzani, it brings back the pattering.
Oh, okay.
Okay, these are two. I'm not joking about that. If you are a lady and you're concerned about your womanship, drink this herb and see what it can does down there. It brings back, it makes it new.
It's against the tree.
Dog. So we can also advise those ladies on the street, daily business.
So, but the truth of the matter is that, yes, really, this can help everyone, especially ladies. Please get this herb around yourselves and you're going to help yourself. It helps also when you're going to your periods. It helps with discharges. It helps a lot with a lot of things. There are many things that this herb is helping, and we are going to talk about those things here.
Yes.
Vasungangotevera kazvo zvavudavhidzani social media wise rihone hote fu tonga ramzika musakwambora all digital platform rineri kuonera hote rione Facebook ndi Go Down Herbs with Dr. Bubuza YouTube channel yavo rine Go Down Herb ndiapo nevone vaona episode yacho musumbulo mumwe namumwe vava chikuona vathu vararu huna vayeni navatu vari kutopa zvezmusaka zikadzitoda episode njingamanda dzine vone vatodipinda ngamanda sine humwe kha social media rihona rikainganta Facebook
Instagram Go Down Herbs, X Go Down Herbs. What am I missing?
In my heart, Go Down Herbs.
Yes, Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok. Just type Go Down Herbs, you will find us.
Yes.
Kuri vanga manda kha vathu vote vane vataira chipinda cha namusi kha va share episode dzote vadivadze na mungano wa vasengo wangu uri dzabhele ngauri chelede dzabhele zvo zvino dzikodobva ting vone vari dzabhele vari vona ri ndotobva kane mutanga museke nofamba tamba tuwa wali wende tita pasara kuchimbira nero tende kuchimbira na timu yanga ine yatsala mura chipinga chote Dr. Bubuza katina sina utobva nefa ali magana lorwane havo large angafa chaulo chilaphala hunei andione magana lorwane nemushonga watobhikwa hone waphekiwa wabva uhanepa uchikoda khabonesa rushaka rine ridzulelo rita zvezvi vachikovona mavaiva yotorari onaka gorari ndi mushonga zvino vari kavona mushonga vadonaka samatsi yasho todhara fara mutani kapudova